Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy December. And to those who celebrate, happy holidays. Blackbird McKnight. Welcome. Welcome, little birdie. Little birdie has found his way home. And I am so very glad to see you. Today, I would like to begin with the scripture that I believe is truly setting for many during the holidays, and oftentimes life. Blackbird, allow me to finish being serious, and then we can joke afterwards. Thank you, sir. And throughout the year, for many different reasons, as we all know, of the death of DJ Twitch. So let us keep him and all who have suffered a loss in our thoughts and prayers. And in the chat, you will see the scripture I chose, which comes from the book of Psalms 34 and 18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So, for those who are feeling low in their spirits for whatever reasons, maybe memories, loss, obstacles, health, challenges of any sort. I would not say religious Blackbird, but deeply rooted in faith. and I have been since a child. I posted a picture some time ago. I'll have to find it. Where I grew up, Catholic, and I spoke on it briefly, but it's actually funny. I'm standing right beside my priest, and if you could see the mischievous look in my eyes, my mother was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. But I came out okay, despite. And Mama, I know you're looking down and listening. No worries. Your little one has done quite well, despite. So thank you for all of the years, all of the switches, not to mention the name calling. I still remember, Mama. But anyway, welcome, Blackbird. Welcome, Amelia. And Amelia is a new member. Andrea, welcome, member. Look who's back, Amelia. So again, thank you to all of my members, all of my mods, all of my subscribers, and to those who join just because they're cruising through. I would like to thank everyone who has sent blessings. May they be returned 1,000-fold. So with that, let us go to week 15 and make sure, if you're able, because I do realize some are only listening and they may not have access to their devices. And I have mentioned I would like for this to be more interactive. Again, those people that are shy, I understand that. Amelia, I really looked for you Friday because I know you had wanted to ask some questions, but no worries. 2023, we'll have more, and those members will be able to connect. Those who did not, as of yet, see the awesome broadcast with the Honorable Judge Joe Brown, saw that Writers for Life was afforded the opportunity to have a conversation with him, and he was extremely receptive to that and complimented her for the work that she's doing in her community. I believe she's clipped that up and posted it. So please make sure you go see that. A lot of people misconstrue or don't understand fully the benefit of true networking. That is connecting with people who connect you with others, and because of the trust and potential they see in you, it allows you to then bless other people. And keep in mind, again, this is my opinion. Hey there, Red Lipstick Vibes. Good morning. Happy Sunday. As I was saying, blessings aren't always in the form of money, although it can help, especially in these times. Connections can often lead to other areas that can provide. So please keep that in mind. For those that have been watching the last couple of months, I have established some pretty good connections. And will have more to offer in 2023. Red Lipstick Vibes, when you get a moment, if you don't mind, ma'am, please leave your link in the chat. And that goes for all content creators that may stop by. Leave your links in the chat so that people will be afforded the opportunity to go to your page, check you out, and you may get a subscriber or two. That normally happens over here. This is about uplifting one another. So, that being said, Red Lipstick, when are you, I have my notifications on, but for some reason, they don't always go through. Unless I'm scrolling, I may not know someone is on. So, if you have something coming up, let me know. I think you do, as a matter of fact. I know someone does. I'm trying to keep everyone straight. But Red Lipstick Vibes is also a member. And membership will give you the access to virtually connect with special guests. All of my guests are special. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Gotcha. I know someone is having something, I believe, tomorrow. I'll have to check that again. I don't always receive notifications. But welcome, Red Lipstick Vibes, who is also a member. And again, put your link in the chat. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can do it really quickly. And again, the direction I am going or intending to go is to be more interactive, and that did occur my last broadcast. And I was so very happy that writers had the chance to speak to Honorable JoJo Brown and advise them of the work that she's doing. And they engaged for perhaps 30 minutes or so. That was a beautiful thing. So, again, when you truly have a kind spirit, you never know what doors may open. So, Red Lipstick, give me a quick moment. Let me get your information in the chat. Here we go. Everyone, check out Red Lipstick Vibes. And again, thank you so much for supporting and becoming a member. So today is my NFL Sunday picks and predictions. And my nemesis is always prompt. That's one thing about you, Blackbird, I must say. I know you were awarded best student in all your years of school. I know for a fact that you arrived in class at least an hour early, because you have been an early arrival. You have been an apt pupil here on NFL Sunday. So for that, I congratulate you, Blackbird. But you just watch yourself, okay? Don't get too beside yourself. We have a lot of games today. Good games, unfortunately. Some of them that I really like to watch, they all are at the same time. But we'll improvise. So, put your predictions in the chat when you hear teams. Yes, Amelia. Yes. And to be honest, that was only scheduled for an hour because I actually had to run out and do a job, and I had my keys in my hand. But as most of you who have joined before know that we've gone 2 hours or so, this one actually went 3 hours. But he was dropping many jewels and gems on the Sam Bankman-Fried case. And many of you have heard about it, but my questions focused on jurisdiction. And he went further in to explain more about that and cryptocurrency, hedge funds, and a myriad of other topics related. So, again, everyone that I have come up has something to offer. So if you did not have an opportunity, and I need to get better with my timestamps, but due to time constraints, it's really difficult. But that was super awesome. Friday night, he still gets out and does his thing. So to afford 3 hours, completely awesome. So shout out to him. Also, make sure you check the links after this for his barbecue sauce and for those who would like to support him on his mayoral run for Mayor of Tennessee 2023. That link will be provided as well. And links to Papa Duck merchandise. So, that being said, first game. This is a no-brainer, but I must go over it anyway. The Philadelphia Eagles, who are sitting at an incredible 12-1, will meet the Bears. And there are always games that I will choose the underdog to defeat a better team. This will not be the day. So even though it's hurting me, and each letter I'm typing right now in the chat is putting me through excruciating pain, but this is my selection. Oops. Red Lipstick has said the Bears. Okay. Blackbird. Chatty little Blackbird. When you get a moment, put your predictions in. No problem, Amelia. As I said, many are extremely busy, but replay is there. And I may run it again. But anyway, I've selected the Eagles. Red Lipstick has chosen the Bears. And we all know the old adage, any given Sunday. Red Lipstick, are you from that area? Or is Red Lipstick just a Bears fan? And of course, Blackbird would go with the Eagles. Next up, and I don't know where he is. Oh, Amelia says the Eagles as well. Okay. The Atlanta Falcons. And dare I say, the New Orleans Saints. Atlanta, who is sitting at 5-8, will meet the New Orleans Saints, who are sitting at 4-9. Both of these clubs stink to me. However, if I were to make a choice, Blackbird, I'm going to time you out like really, really soon. Oh no. Uh-oh. We have another New Orleans Saints fan in the house. Can't believe it. This isn't happening. Yes. Oh, and Blackbird is representing. Blackbird is standing in the gap for Thug Life Manning. Now, if that is not true fandom, nothing else is. I thought I've seen it all. Blackbird, you are a stand-up fellow. Yes, you are. Thank you for writing in Thug Life. And again, Red Lipstick is also a New Orleans Saints fan. Sorry, Red Lipstick. You would have had to sing some of the prior ones. We've had some interesting backwards and forth, but she's put in the Saints as well as Blackbird, and Amelia has also chosen the Falcons. Honestly, I don't know. God. Oh God, this is gonna hurt too. I'm gonna do the unthinkable. And Atlanta, which is the Orange Ronald Jones, wherever he may be these days, team as well. So, my selection is the Atlanta. See, I even spelled it wrong. The Atlanta, my bad, pardon my gaffe. Stop it, Blackbird. I know you heard me. Okay, the Atlanta. Oh, yeah, I dogged you quite bad last week, Blackbird. I did, but you can't keep running away. We all suffer losses. And unfortunately, Blackbird, you got the brakes beat off you last week. And yes, we sent out bolos, we sent out smoke screens, even carrier pigeons. You just disappeared. But you're back and you're safe, and that's all that matters. Next up, the team. Hey there, Kelly King. Happy Sunday. Happy December. If you celebrate, happy holidays and happy NFL Sunday. I'm just going over my picks and predictions. So welcome. I'm sure you were not. And I am not going to lie to you. I am not the creator that would lie. But I laughed my hind parts off at your disappearance. I knew you were okay, but I knew you were probably somewhere in the corner in the fetal position, probably for the rest of the night. But you are back, and you're feeling better, as I can see. Next up, the team. As I was saying, before Blackbird had started up, the Detroit Lions, who must have had an IV filled with courage at the beginning of the season, has managed to put up 6 wins. Even though they're 6-7, they began with only 1 win. They meet the New York Jets. And we've seen the Lions put in the work. So, Big Pontiac, Welcome, NFL Sunday. And you know what I said to you last night during your live. It's Dallas Cowboy Nation. But everyone, welcome, Big Pontiac. And as I was saying, Detroit Lions. Yes, ma'am, Red Lipstick, who, as I said, must have had an IV of liquid courage, has stunned many. And I too join Red Lipstick in predicting the Lions will bring out a win over the 7-6 New York Jets. Anyone else care to put in their thoughts on that game? And these are all 1 o'clock games. And that's a shame. They would put all of these at 1. And Blackbird has also, oh no, there's dissension in the group. Blackbird has said the Lions. Okay. Callie King has selected the Jets. Okay. Blackbird, hush. That's what my mom used to say. She could never say hush. She would always say hush. So every now and again, you'll hear some country coming out of me. But yes, make sure you all welcome each other and tap that like if you're able. Oh, and Amelia, with a little bit of aggression behind her selection, has said the Lions for sure. And Blackbird says he hopes that the Jets win. I'm sure that you do. The next games we have. It truly is Blackbird. I find myself saying a lot of things I'm used to, and I'm like, where did that come from? So, if you hear it, that's where it comes from. Southern Maryland, Indian Head to be exact. And if anyone is familiar with Maryland, there is a road called, and Blackbird, actually, you should know this, Indian Head Highway. It leads you all the way to the Naval Ordnance Station. Once you get there, and if you're lucky enough to get access to the base, there's nothing left but water. You're at the end. You can't go anywhere else. So when people say they've grown up in the sticks, I grew up in the sticks. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers, both 5-8. This is going to be tough, but I am going to go with the terrible towel waving Steelers for this game. And I'm going to toot my own horn because the last few weeks, with the exception of 2 or 3, I have been on point. So toot to me. Blackbird has selected the Panthers. He would. Red Lipstick is also selected. I don't know why that just popped up. The Steelers as well. All right. Blackbird, Steelers suck. No, sir, your team sucks. But let me get to you. Ooh, Callie King has also selected the Steelers. You do know the replay will be available later, and all of these selections will be there. Next, I'll save them for last. The next 1 o'clock game. Last time you tooted your horns. Well, sometimes, Blackbird, you do know I am 54, which is a blessing. So, shout out to the 50-somethings. My toot doesn't always toot the way it used to. Okay? Lay off. Blackbird is something else, red lipstick. Trust me. Oh, Amelia has, oh, wow. Amelia, you are a Ravens fan, but you selected the Panthers? Okay. Big Pontiac, are you serious? Well, let me make sure I stay in the realm of being appropriate and not offensive. You do not look like 61, and you definitely do not exude the energy of someone 61. Obviously, you're taking extremely good care of yourself. Wow. All right. Blackbird. Oh no! I think I'm being teamed up on my own platform. This is a first. Oh, your birthday is on the 12th? 12th of January, I'm assuming. You're welcome, Big Pontiac. And this is quickly off topic, but would you attribute that to eating habits? Because I'm serious, there are a lot of people out here that truly do not look their age, and they have extremely more energy than some of the younger people. And a lot, at least for me, I'm not going to say I don't look 54. Some say I don't. Sometimes I feel like it. I don't even care. I'm just glad I'm still here. But as far as energy level, that's completely due to a total health change. Eating healthy. I'm a vegan, so that has truly helped me. And then consumption of water, which I hate, but it's something that I do. But I'm curious about that. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't know that, Amelia. I'm not even going to ask what happened. I'll find out later. And Blackbird says the Steelers aren't. January 12th. Okay. I will remember that. I'm sure. And if I don't, I'm sure you will remind us. You'll probably remind us next week. Because as I said, you show up promptly without fail. But one thing you do is you disappear promptly as well when your raggedy little team is doing bad. You just pack your bags and leave. You're like a bad husband when things go wrong. You just pack up, tell us that you're going to the store, get some bread and milk, you don't come back till a week later. Then you act like everything is okay. Can't do that, young man. Can't do that. For better or worse. And what is Blackbird chirping about now? I see it all the time on social media. People don't look their age. Again, there are a lot of people who speak harshly, and I may add, I think it's towards maybe a few people, but not all. And that's because people don't know all people. They don't. Diet, and not only that, your spirit and attitude has a lot to do with it as well, in my opinion. Big Pontiac says, I'm a librarian, so I walk a lot at work. Awesome. But I cut out most white sugar. Awesome. Papa Duck was on here. Oh my God, when was that? Last week or the week before. And he spoke. Again, I am horrible with my timestamps. That's something I'll have to do maybe later on today. That's not a promise, but I'll have to do that. He spoke directly on white sugar. We spoke on that for maybe 10, 15 minutes. So absolutely. And plenty of water, but lost 60 pounds by playing pickleball. I am so sorry for sounding ignorant to chat. Can you please let me know what pickleball is? I am not being facetious. I've never heard of that, but awesome. I was 22 to 24, meaning size. I'm at a comfy 10 and a tight 8 right now, and I've maintained that. That little, what do you call it? It's not even a pooch. It's that little tire. If I can get that done or out the way, I'd be happy. But still, that's a lot of weight that I lost, but I did it for health reasons and personal reasons. Stress does. Stress does. And let me see, Blackbird. The Vikings came back from 33 points yesterday. Wow. I'm sure Lobo, I need to check his page, may have put something up about that possibly being rigged, because I know he's big into that. That's also a very good channel for you all to go check out, Lobo. I'll put that in a second. Blackbird said, I heard vegans age better. I don't know about that, but anything that can augment years to your life, I would suggest it. Stress does age you. Stress will allow for cortisol to form. Cortisol can land right into your gut area, which will put on weight and again causes a lot of stress. That is why we need to be stressed sometimes, find laughter, find joy in life. Get that natural dopamine hit. And chocolate, actually, if you do it in moderation. And there's vegan chocolate as well, but it's the cacao chocolate that is what releases endorphins, which is the happy feelings that you get. And we have Keith Jackson, the Footman. That's your nickname. The Footman is in the house. And no, I have not posted any foot pictures because I know you'd be lurking. I'll wait until you're not around. Amelia says, I don't want to be vegan, but I want to stop eating meat. Amelia, again, I don't push veganism on anyone because people hunt, fish to not only survive certain weather incidents or emergencies, or that's a way of life to those to feed their families. So I never judge whatsoever. But for me, that is what I decided to do. Yes, it's bad. And actually, I interchanged them. And that's something else I'll be doing as time goes on. Oh, well, Keith Jackson. I'm sorry. Sorry you feel that way. And you have pretty feet. I don't lurk. I say what I mean. Well, I stand corrected. Keith Jackson does not lurk. He says what he means. I guess you told me, didn't you, sir? And I don't want to discourage you. Keith Jackson, trust me when I say, I truly do not believe there is not too much more anyone can say or do that'll discourage me anymore in life. And that's a fact. But thank you for the compliment. Next, for the 1 o'clock games, Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. Arizona. Nope, sorry about that. I'm ahead of myself. Kansas City Chiefs, 10-3. And the Houston Texans. Oh, Lord. 1-11-1. No brainer for me. Kansas City. And I need to scroll back up to see if the Pontiac said what pickleball was, because I'm curious to know, what is pickleball? He must have left out, but I'm going to have to look that up. Pickleball. Now, we played kickball when we were young, stickball. We played with lightning bugs. We did everything in the country, but pickleball is something I have never heard of. Well, that is kind of you. Actually, Keith Jackson, that may be something you would like to do for some of your favorite women on these YouTube streets. Get them little gift certificates for pedicures. And it's okay for guys to get them as well. Oh, Blackbird. Trust me, I'm past that now. Indeed, life is too short. And it is funny, I was listening to several different content creators last night. And the funny thing is, and this is why I say my faith is grounded, and how spirits truly are important, and the transference of energy. Every person that I listen to, they were talking about, it's almost like an epiphany in a way, about how short life is and how you have to embrace each day and eliminate the negativity. And these are things I have spoken on months ago. And because many people don't listen or haven't, it may be the first time they hear it, but I've been saying these things for a while, but it's just refreshing and a confirmation that your spirit will lead you to those who feel the same. And your spirit will also have those that don't share the same, or if their spirits are off, flee or not return. Not because they have anything against the person, because most people don't know people outside of YouTube, but it's that spirit. And if your spirit is on the side of good and evil, they don't mix. Eventually, it'll differentiate, and you'll see that in a person's actions. And I've said that often. And that too, as many things I've said, is coming to pass. Chiefs, by 50, I'm not sure what by 50 is. I know you're not predicting that's how much they'll win, but knowing you, Blackbird, probably. Kansas City, Keith Jackson has also selected Kansas City. The Texans almost beat them Cowboys last week. Yes, Blackbird, we all know this, but it didn't happen. Moving right along. Ooh, even Red Lipstick has selected the Chiefs. I haven't either. I need to really look that up. I'm really interested in that. Pickleball. And okay, Amelia said, I think I don't understand what being vegan is, what I'm really trying to say. But I know people who stop eating meat, health really improve. Okay, vegan, short and sweet, for me, is the consumption of fruits and vegetables, no meat, poultry, or fish. For me, if it has eyes, I don't eat it. So I only consume plant-based milk, plant-based eggs, an array of vegetables and fruits. And for those who've heard of Dr. Sebi, that is the diet that I follow. Not strict, but I implore you to do some research, because according to his research, and again, I am not a physician, and before you try any supplement or deviate from any health lifestyle you may have currently, I would suggest that you consult with your physician, because I do not know if anyone has existing health issues. Some may and may not even know that, and I am not going to ask, because it is none of my business. But I do know if you do and you're on some type of medication, it would be the wise thing to discuss that with your physician before any supplements of any kind, natural or not. Again, that's just my opinion. Yes, absolutely. Those were the good old days. Softball and wiffle ball. Oh, Big Pontiac came back. You're one of them. I really got to. Well, yeah, I on my community wall had done that for a while, but then I'll just say this: silence and emulation, and some of you will understand, are the greatest compliments, and I'll leave that there. Next up, it's the newest popular sport. If one has played tennis or badminton or ping pong, it's played with a small racket. Wow. So that sounds like it will work all of your muscles like kickboxing. I did kickboxing actually to get rid of the last 20 pounds. and I still have pounds to go. Again, it's my gut. I have a Teletubby gut. And the sad part, or the strange part, is I actually can see my abs. It's just that pooch. That, and a lot of people say that's the last to go. And I remember when I was kickboxing, I met this she was almost a trainer, but she was a little bit more advanced because I was scared to death, to be honest. She, in her clothes, was so chiseled, but when we spoke, when she was trying to say everyone gets nervous when you first begin this, and explained how kickboxing truly will knock the calories off because you're moving everything, and you truly do. And I am not going to lie, the very first time after my session was over, you know where Dave Chappelle played the crackhead Jerome, I think that was his name, or whatever his name was, how white his lips were? That's how I looked. I was so parched, I thought I was going to pass out. I literally and purposely waited for the majority of people to leave just in case I fell out, because I didn't want anyone to see that. That's how much it took out of me. My lips were white. No joke. But I'm going to have to look that up. Thank you, Big Pontiac, for sharing that. But that's a true story. Kickboxing did wonders, but I'm going to tell you, that very first time, I thought I was going to flatline. No doubt. We used to play kickball in gym. My favorite class used to be girls versus boys, but my gym teacher used to play on the girls' team. We would end up losing. Blackbird, you always have an excuse for losing. There's going to be an excuse later on tonight. There we go again. Yes. Again, Google it, research it, but that's just my definition of it. I heard of Dr. Sebi. He said he cured viruses and diseases. They killed him because he was costing the healthcare system money. Now, that could be construed by some as a theory or quote unquote misinformation. However, I will say, and I've had said before many times, when you are a truth seeker and you attempt to bring truth, you often meet your demise, or jackets are placed on you. So that's absolutely true. Lisa Lopez, stage name Left Eye, may she continue to rest in peace, will go to Honduras. And she actually, I forgot to show she was on, but she had gone through cleansing. And that's where I first found out about sea moss. I forgot the talk show. I'm going to have to find out. But her skin was absolutely radiant. But she too followed his diet. Absolutely. Volleyball, yes. But it will seem like you're lurking if you don't say anything. Keith, let me just say this, and then I'll move on. People like what they like. And there is an industry and I'm not going to go in too much, that often calls for hand and foot models and brand ambassadors. So if you're selling or presenting a brand new line of nail polish or foot rings or rings for your hands, because I've done this, you have to keep your hands and feet together. So please do not take that personally. People like what they like. It's as simple as that. I like what I like. So don't read too much into that. Blackbird says, I love boxing. I box. Well, that's good for you. I still have my gloves. That I began my journey in 2018, and I have remained obedient. It has not been an easy road, but I did. The Word. Welcome to, remember, The Word. I've got to lose 35 pounds, but my wife won't stop cooking. Hey, dough eyes. Well, The Word. What are you eating? And are you exercising? Now, you're supposed to eat, but make sure what you're eating is healthy. And most importantly, make sure what you're eating, you're also releasing. And I really do not have to go and elaborate on that. I've done this again before. And I think we need to talk about that again. Yeah, I'll plan for that. Perhaps have a panel and talk about things that we should do at certain ages. And one is how can I do this and it remain clean? Well, it will. You should be regular. Put it that way. If you go 3, and I'm being generous with 3 because I'm regular daily. But if you're on day number 3 and you have not released, there's a problem. That's another topic, but seriously, that's a problem. You would be surprised how much and how many pounds are a result of not releasing regularly. And oftentimes, some of that may born parasites. So keep that in mind. And that I know for sure. And thank you, The Word. Next, I never did kickboxing. Yes, that will wear you out. But there are people in there again, older people. They were kicking those boxes and everything with no hesitation. But of course, you do have to start from somewhere. And they were doing it for a while, but yes. Oh, Blackbird. They do. I know a couple of them. I know a couple of them personally. And again, you like what you like. Well, that's good. Love is always good. Yes, 3 to 4 times a day for me. Fiber is my friend. Fiber will do it. Yes. Okay. We have a pretty feet awareness from Keith Jackson. Yes, the word. Awesome cardio. And I was saying earlier, when I first did it, my first full session, I did not know how much you are using every muscle in your body. And when it was over, I was saying how I looked like the character that Dave Chappelle played, the crackhead, where that man's lips were white. That's how mine were. And I honestly felt like I was going to pass out. So I purposely waited for the majority of people to leave, and I had to sit there for a while. Miralax. I'm not sure what Miralax is, but greens, fiber, water, all of those things. And black coffee, to be honest. So, Arizona, no. Kansas City, Houston, I think the majority of people selected Kansas City. Houston, I don't know though, but I'm sticking with Kansas City. And last but not least for the 1 o'clock games. The 10-3 Dallas Cowboys, my team, America's team, will meet the 5-8 Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't even know why I have to put this in, but the Cowboys. Amelia says the Chiefs, Cowboys. Four o'clock games. Now see, that was ugly, Blackbird, but it's been recorded. Aww, be a party pooper, Keith. But thank you for confirming. Dallas will win. 4 o'clock games. We have the Arizona Cardinals, 4-9, and the 3-10 Broncos. I would say Arizona, but I'm going to go. Thank you, Amelia. I'm going to go with Denver. Yes, I agree, Blackbird, on this one. I'm not sure why, but it's just a hunch that Denver walk away with the victory. And the next 4 o'clock game, the New England Patriots, 7-6 against the 5-8 Raiders. I like the Raiders. I don't know why they aren't doing better than they have, but I'm actually going to go with the Raiders. That may be my upset prediction of the week. The Raiders over New England. Broncos are worse than the Cowboys. Keith also selected the Broncos. Stop hating, Blackbird. It's not a good quality. Not a good quality. It's actually very unattractive. And 425, we have the 7-6 Tennessee Titans, who will meet also at 7-6. The Los Angeles Chargers. That's a toss-up. But I'm going to go with the Titans on this one. Oh, New England for Amelia. Okay. I'm going to stick with the Raiders, though. And They did, Blackbird. Okay, he selected the Chargers. Nah, I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one. Could be wrong, but we're going with Tennessee. The Titans. And next and final afternoon game, the 9-4 Bengals against the 6-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who came back to win last week. I don't know how in the world that happened, but I became a Tom Brady fan. But on this particular game, I'm going with the Bengals. So the Bengals over Tampa Bay. Amelia also selected Titans. Blackbird says, I heard the Raiders were tanking to get rid of Carr. Okay. Bengals. Yeah, I'm not really sure where he's getting that news from. Probably Thug Life, who guarantees everything. Yeah, Bengals. Bengals over Tampa Bay, and for the prime time game, which means I need to make sure I am out of here at 4 so I do not get caught up in any traffic. We have the 7-5 and 1 New York Giants and the 7-5 and 1 Commanders. Ooh, this beltway is going to be a mess. I need to hop to it promptly, but my selection is, I believe he is. I truly believe he is. He's standing in the gap for Thug Life. But I am selecting, and let me be clear, I am not a Commanders fan, but I am going to select them tonight. And what did this crazy guy say? Hey, y'all leave Thug Life alone. I can't let y'all do Thug Life alone. I guarantee Thug Life will be on if they win. Thug Life is cool. He knows I'm joking with him. But you, Blackbird, make sure you have your keys in your hand and your bags sitting at the door, because we know how you fly away. And your last and final selection is Washington over the New York Giants. That game will be at 8:20 Eastern Standard Time tonight. And yes, my eyes will be glued. And depending upon the outcome of this game, I may pop back on. What is he saying? Saquon. He is such a Saquon Barkley fan. Saquon and Danny Dimes going off tonight. Well, unless you have some insider news that the rest of us aren't privy to, okay. Go for what you know, Blackbird. But those are the selections for NFL Week 15. We shall see what happens in the 1 o'clock games, which a lot of them are really going to be good. But the only one I'm really concerned with, I'm not going to say concerned, but interested in watching, would be the Cowboys. And also, the Pittsburgh and Carolina game, I believe, will be pretty good as well. And also, Detroit and the Jets, because the Lions have been showing their butts. So we'll see what happens with them. But yes, those are my selections. Thank you all for your selections. We'll see how everyone does. Hopefully you're keeping track of what you said. Jags is going to play all tough. Blackbird, you said this every week on every team that the Cowboys have played. Yes, they are. I agree. And they should. I mean, they shouldn't just stand on the field in their uniforms posing for the cameras. They should play hard. That's what they get paid for. Right? And you do know, Blackbird, if you didn't, you're not number 2 anymore. Did you know that? I mean, you've put in all of your thoughts and comments. I thought I would reciprocate. So, Blackbird, do you remember this? Let's go down memory lane really quickly. For those that are in this chat as of 12:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, those who were once in second place in the NFC East who have fallen from glory, raise your hand. Raise them high. Come on. Raise those hands. I'm waiting. I don't see a particular hand. And if your hand isn't available, use your wing. Because we all know birds have wings. Or better yet, put a beak in the chat. For those of you who are once in second place and they've fallen, raise a hand, raise a wing, put in a beak. Be proud. Do that. Well, as the old song says, if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. Let me put up a couple of links really quick. Lord, why do you call them kitty cats? I meant to ask you that. Oh, he admitted it. Good for you. Yes, the kitty cats versus the Jets. Well, why do you call them kitty cats? I meant to ask you that, but I never had the opportunity to do so. And I'm almost there. Here we go for the first one. I'm supposed to make you feel better, not do this. Blackbird, are you serious? I don't have to go back, do I? And how? Many times. You dog. Stop it. Okay. First one. Next one. It's coming up. And Blackbird, you know I'm just playing with you. Blackbird, don't be like that. Don't be like that. It's okay. Things happen. Things happen. Don't be upset. You can't win them all. That is why it is important to be humble. Because sometimes those who speak too much and too loud will be humbled. I think you found that out. I know. This is all fun and games. Trust me. Nothing serious about this at all. They are. They really are. And I don't like seeing those. That really concerns me. So, those are the links to the sponsors and for those who want to support Judge Joe Brown in his bid for the mayor of Memphis in 2023. Also, as Big Pontiac brought to our attention, football. So I'm definitely going to look that up. But thank you for everyone that has joined and put in their predictions for week 15. Do you realize we are almost at the end? I heard y'all might sign Odell. I have not heard that, Blackbird. I'm not saying that it isn't true, but I'm just saying I haven't heard that. So yes, those are the predictions. Very good games coming up. And to everyone and your teams, best of luck to you. And again, probably, and it really depends, 8 o'clock, depending on how things look, I may come back on. It depends. And I will check on what Blackbird has said. I heard y'all might sign Odell. Oh, well, we shall see. We're sitting very pretty right now. And hopefully it will remain that way. So enjoy this new day. Enjoy this blessed Sunday. And for those who enjoy football, enjoy this NFL Sunday. You all be safe, be well, and you know the rest. Uh-oh. Be healthier. What has Blackbird said? Raise your hand if you're lost in the first round of the playoffs. You know what, Blackbird? Just to entertain you, let me go ahead and find a hand. Let me find a hand. There we go. And to make sure you're clear, there you go. You happy? Now, see, you're going too far with that. I gave you 2 hands. That's it. You all be safe because it is now dropped. Ooh, to 33 degrees. For those out braving the elements, make sure that you stay warm and you have your emergency kits available with you if needed. I will, and you all take care. Bye-bye for now.